Good evening and welcome to Back to School Night 2021. I'm Mr. Taylor, and this is World History, CP College Prep World History. This class meets periods 4, 8, and 9. And my email is ataylor@hackettsackschools.org. That is the best way to get in touch with me. I can give you we can return your emails, give you grade reports. If you'd like to speak to me, you can send the email with your phone number and time that is best to reach you, and I'll do my best to get back in touch with you. But either way, you should use email to contact me. On the class period time frames, period 4 is from 10 to 10:40 a.m. Period 8 is 1 to 1:40 p.m. Period 9 is 9:45 to 2:25 p.m. That's the last regular period of the school day, period 9. The purpose of the course, 3 main things: to provide students with a local, national, and global perspective and core knowledge in history, civics, economics, and geography. The second is to help students in developing competencies in written and oral communication, critical reading and thinking, and how to formulate their own personal perspectives on issues. And the third, and most important to me at least, is to foster students' desire for knowledge so that they may become a lifelong learner. The link to the course syllabus and expectations is the link is here to the course syllabus and expectations. It is also on your child's Google Classroom. There is a copy of it there. If you like to look at it in more detail, it is available. It is being made available to you, but I'm not going to read it to you. Important things to know: students must be present in class on time and with Chromebooks charged and ready for use. In my class, I give students 200 participation points at the beginning of the marking period. So in advance of the marking period, they have their 200 points already for this marking period, 200 out of 200. It is their responsibility to maintain those points. Ways that they will have points deducted are unexcused lates and absences, uncharged missing Chromebooks, not being available when called upon, not doing work when assigned, disruptive and inappropriate behavior. Those are the main things that can cause issues, but it's not limited to. Class participation is 30% of the marking period grade, so students must be present, on time, and engaged. So I'm reiterating that because of the importance. Chromebooks need to be charged out and on Google Classroom. The students need to be ready for instruction and willing participants. Pretty much everything is done on the Google Classroom. So it's imperative that students have their Chromebooks, that they're charged, and they're ready to go. Students must remain in class until the bell rings or dismissed by myself. And if a student is experiencing issues with their Chromebook, he or she should notify me and then use a notebook and writing utensil until that issue is resolved. All Chromebook and other technological issues should be resolved in room 111 as soon as possible. So all technology issues can be addressed immediately through our technology department, which they are available every school day in room 111 at the high school. So there shouldn't be a delay if there's some issues with their Chromebook or they're having some technological issues, because again, the classes run through Google Classroom, so they need to have access to it. Here is the grading for marking period 1, which will be the same for marking periods 2, 3, and 4. But 20% is classwork, 30% is class participation. So 50% of their grade is what they're doing in class in school. That's a good thing for them, because as long as they're present and engaged and working, they can control 50% of their grade. It should be a high grade. 10% is homework, 35% are assessments, tests, essays, writing tasks, projects, current events, and ongoing assignment throughout the year, which is also a quiz grade, other quizzes, and designated assignments. And then 5% is quarterly assessments, benchmark or project-based assessment that they have one at the end of each marking period. So that's their grading breakdown. The main resources used for this class is Google Classroom, ConnectEd is an online textbook and resource, Edulastic, online program for assessment, Google Meet, probably not as much this year because we are in person, but may still need to use it at times, so it is available, and additional resources used periodically. And so thank you for your time. Any other questions or concerns, please email me again at ataylor@hackensackschools.org. There's a later period of tonight, back to school night, where you can get in contact with me and get a code for the Google Classroom, and then you can actually see the classroom and meet me somewhat in person if you so choose. But if not, my email is there, and I'm available as much as I possibly can. So thank you again. Looking forward to having a great school year with your children. Have a good night.